She's pretty nasty, or she came across pretty nasty on that show.
I'm gonna read out some scenarios, moments from the first 5 seasons and asking you to rank them in terms of how diabolical they are. Does that sound good? Number 1 is Jessica sharing her wine with her dog.
Her dog, remember that?
Number 2, Shake asking Deepti in the pods if she could sit on shoulders. Next one is Andrew using eyedrops to fake the tears.
Got it.
4th one is Irina saying Zach's looking like a cartoon character in their first meeting. And then finally, JP saying he's treating Taylor differently because of her makeup.
I'd put eyedrops number 1.
As number 1, I was gonna agree with you.
It's totally trying to cheat the system.
It was so, I remember
That's
exactly where we were. We were actually not on set because we're not on set when they're in the pods. We were filming something else for another season actually at the time. And the producer was like, we've got to, you know, we're piecing together the season, and we were watching it and I was like, did that just happen? Are you guys, is that real? And they're like, and I remember Nick and I going, oh my goodness. What's it like? This is when we questioned if people were really being genuine. And look, it's hard for casting to be mind readers. They really try to be deliberate. But yeah, that was one where he got through and then didn't get through to the end.
I think number 2 for me is most diabolical is Shake and Deepti. You know,
I agree with that one.
Throwing, can I get him put him on my shoulders at a music festival? We know what you're trying to get at.
Well, and also he's come out saying he's like, I am a villain, and he's did a show called House of Villains, and he's owning that role.
He's embraced the villainy.
So we'd put him up there on the diabolical.
So I think, to me, the makeup conversation, and we maybe saw this a little differently, I think he was actually attempting to pay her some kind of compliment and saying, I love you without the makeup.
He wasn't good with words.
Didn't handle at all.
Yeah.
Didn't handle it the right way, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, and I think what he was trying to get at was actually in some way complimentary.
Yeah.
Certainly didn't play out well for them.
So is that like 3, 4, 5?
I kind of feel like that's maybe 5.
Jessica with her dog drinking wine. I understand like all of the you know, you never wanted, but I don't think it was
maybe
malicious.
That's 5. Yeah, maybe that's 5, and the makeup conversation's 4.
It's hard because look, the dog is still thriving. We've actually ran into her at one of the reunions.
Yeah.
She's like, my dog is great.
Dog's
I don't do that
doing
all the time. That was a moment. They caught it on camera. Obviously she doesn't condone it, nor do we, but it was, how many times has your dog gotten in something and you like panic? And so granted, she might have been helping that, but it wasn't malicious.
No.
When something's malicious, then we think that it's diabolical.
So what's 3 then? What do we leave out?
It was Irina saying that he looks like a cartoon character, but that was Irina
well, she's pretty nasty, or she came across pretty nasty on that show, and she owned that. She owned that. She was pretty cool to him. So I like her order. I think that's 3.
Yeah, that would be 3.
Okay, wow, we're in alignment for all of them.
Yes.
We always agree on everything.
Always.
Love it. Is there any moment I didn't mention that you think should also be up there?
Diabolical?
No, I think you had a good list.
Yeah.
I think that's the top 5.
But good. Andrew is number 1 for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's just
oh, bud.
There's no coming back from that one.
Yeah.
He deserves the number 1 spot.